during the presentation. If you have any question for the presenter, please raise your hand at the end of the presentation to post your questions. Please welcome Suguna Devi PEARIASAMY, who will be speaking to us on English Classroom from Zero to Hero. Please welcome.
Thank you very much, moderators. Very good morning, everyone. I'm Suguna Devi PEARIASAMY from SMK Putrajaya Persin 11-1 Putrajaya. Currently, I'm an international language teacher where I'm teaching English and Japanese as well. So the topic of discussion today is actually a sharing basis based on observation and experience of senior English language teachers, content and perspective under information exchange and knowledge sharing is discussed today. Okay, when you look at the title, English Classroom from Hero to Zero, what goes to your mind? About student who is, a hero started from zero to hero? But actually, we are looking into a teacher today. All right? And of course, when a teacher is a hero, the student will be a hero. And of course, the surrounding, as in school, the school organization will be a hero too. Okay, let's explore. The background of the sharing, Malaysian Education Plan 2013 to 2025 highlights the shift for every child to be bilingually proficient in Bahasa Malaysia as the national language and language of unity, and English as the international language of communication. The Ministry of Education aspires every child should be able to work in both Bahasa Malaysia and English language environment. To realize the Ministry of Education's aspiration, English language access rooms are set up in schools to create English language environment and awareness that directly helps in ensuring every child is proficient in English language for communication worldwide. So this is the study about English language access room in schools, right? There are issues, all right, that we have encountered, senior teachers and also currently all the English language teachers, working around Malaysia. All right, there are some issues that I would like to highlight here. The underutilization of English access rooms in schools. So that is one big issue that we have encountered. So English language access rooms in schools are underutilized for the purpose of creating English language learning environment for all students. The next issue here is about how these English language access rooms are set up and made it resourceful for the whole school, all right, for all the English language students in school. And another problem or issues that we have encountered, that the creativity in setting up the English language access room itself. So the three main areas that we have highlighted, and looking into these issues, we have come up with some guidance for new teachers, especially out there, and of course the senior teachers who would like to revive the access room, current access room in schools. Moving on. The areas of focus that I would like to discuss here are leader-member exchange theory. The first discussion will be on. The next will be resource management and talk about creativity, and finally the reward. Okay, let's move on to leader-member exchange theory. Okay, this leader-member exchange theory by Graham, Albion, 1995. So what this exchange theory explains is that you need to have a good rapport or relationship with the leaders in order to get positive outcomes. So teachers out there, please, have a good rapport with your leaders in school in order to make something happen. So this theory explains clearly and supported by evidences that when you have high leader-member exchange with leaders, all right, your teachers have leader-member exchange with the leaders, good relationship with the leaders, the outcome will be positive, all right? It's undeniable. Firstly, less employee turnover, higher performance, greater likelihood of promotion for teachers, greater organizational commitment, more attention and support from the leader. So this theory will roughly help you, to step forward, to bring change, to transform something. So you need to have a good rapport with the leaders. Now, there are various levels in terms of leaders if you talk about leaders, all right? As a school English language teacher, you have your panel head as a leader. Next will be your language department head. And further on will be senior assistants and, of course, our principals. So approach them, all right? Approach them and you have good rapport with them, easier for you to put in your proposal or talk to them about your intention or your aspiration on doing something, right? So moving on to the next area of discussion here, the resource management. Now, if you think about coming up or reviving the current access room or coming up with a new access room, or maybe there is no access room at all in that particular school. Now, you can even transform a storeroom into an access room. It all depends, all right, in your positivity, in your proactivity on taking up something, taking up the challenge. So plan how you're going to start. Plan and put down your thoughts. What kind of English language classroom would you like to have in the school? All right, of course, the priority will be English access room, but otherwise, even a normal classroom can turn to be an English classroom. All right. Later, once you put down all your thoughts and your plan into paper, that will be a proposal. So you propose, you lay out your plan, include the budget, and propose it to the leaders, all right? Leader, of course, here, our school leaders, you propose to them, talk about the budget, how much budget you need to come up, to set up the English access room, and so on. And explain and convince them. Do a little bit of marketing, all right? Apply the marketing strategy. Convince the leaders to accept your ideas about reviving the English access room, English language access room, or bring a change to the English access room. So put your proposal down and explain to them. And of course, the marketing is a kind of win-win situation between your leader and you. All right. Further down. Talking about support. Of course, when support budget comes first, money matters. Of course, when you present your proposal to your leaders, somehow rather, when you already develop a strong LMX, all right? A strong LMX means leader-member relationship. And that is a good relationship. Somehow rather, you will get a helping hand from the leaders. All right, this is based on experience and based on knowledge sharing. This is the input that I would like to share here. And apart from the allocation or budget that the school can support, you can always go further miles. You can go and find alternative support, such as from Parents Teacher Association, from British Council. Perhaps you would like to ask for extra materials or calendars, maybe magazines to support additional resources for your English classroom. And you can come up with your own pocket money to a certain extent to buy something for the classroom. So support will come in many ways. So don't hesitate and move on, all right? Don't think about budget that is going to put you down. Oh, there's no money, so I'm not going to move on. So you have to go extra mile to find extra support from NGOs, from people out there to support and make things happen. All right, further on, to talk about management. Now, it's not about one-man journey here. It's about a teamwork. Now, if you can move on alone, of course, a green light from the whole nation or from everybody, right? If you can move on alone, of course, everyone will be looking forward. But if you can't, it's okay. Work together with your colleagues. There might be about 5 or 6 English language teachers in school, or maybe 10. So discuss together and move forward together, all right? And delegate your work to your students. Bring the students to the class, English access room, do activities in the English classroom, use their materials or the output of their learning and teaching and learning output or work that you can display in the English access room. That is going to be awesome. All right, if you can see, nowadays we are hardly using English access room for teaching and learning process. What we are doing, we are just using, excuse me? Okay. We are using a normal classroom and whereby we put up our students' work, display our students' work. But what if we can, gather all the students' work in one place? That will be great. I mean, other class will come in and other teachers will come in, students will come in. They get the chance to look at other students' work and they get the urge to learn more and more and more. All right, they get to get the motivation to come out of the classroom and they look forward to enter the English access room to gain knowledge. All right, so management wise is not a problem. All right, you can delegate your work to English language society or club in schools or even students, and we teachers just supervise. All right, excuse me. And final part is the launching part. All right, give some popularity to the English language access room. Now it's sitting quiet there. Nobody knows where's English language access room. Some of the schools, the access room, we have to hunt for it. We won't know where is it. So launch it. Give some popularity to the English language access room. Spread the wipes, okay? English wipes to the whole school. All right, you can prepare a brochure, you can invite visitors to the English access room, show the students' work, make it lively, all right? And can be a benchmark for visitors who is coming for observation or what. Just invite them, volunteer yourself, show the room, and it's going to be a win-win situation for the whole school. All right, for the whole school. And of course, our leaders are looking at it, and the benefit is going to the students, the teachers, and the whole school. All right, moving on. To talk about creativity. So there were 4 areas of focus that I was talking about: leader-member exchange, resource management, and after that, creativity. Now comes to creativity. Now there's nothing right and wrong about creativity. Every one of us are unique, all right? So teachers should use English access room, come up with your own classroom activities and be creative in your own way. Students are even creative, they are very creative in terms of coming up with their, homework or in terms of coming up with any presentation. So use the students' work, display in the class. All right, make it more creative. Okay, you can discuss. Maybe this classroom is going to have a garden concept at one corner, and maybe the other classroom is going to have English rose concept in one corner. So it's about creativity. Nothing is right and wrong. And some issues that we have encountered whereby teachers say, okay, excuse me, we are not really creative in making the classroom or what. So it's not about whether you are creative or not. Actually, every one of us are creative. We are creative in our own way, right? There's no fixed rules to have a specific English language access room that, there's no fixed rules that it must be like this, it must be like that. It is all about your classroom. It's about how you manage your English language access room. It's about how your students make the English language access room lively. Okay, so nothing to worry about creativity here. So every one of us are unique, and every student, they are unique in their own way. So use their creativity in making the English language access room awesome. All right. And there goes the reward and recognition, as I told you, leader-member exchange theory. When you have good rapport, when things are working well, and creativity comes in, and finally you will see the reward and recognition. So higher job satisfaction, gain trust and mutual respect from our colleagues, and of course from the leaders. So the leaders know that we have, jumped and transformed, or came into to revive the English language access room. All right, so they are looking at it. The whole school is looking at it. Parents and teachers are also looking at it. How are we working about English access room? So likelihood of promotion is there, more rapid career progression, more support from the leaders, more organizational commitment, and of course, when you get the satisfaction of doing something for your students, of course, a less turnover, all right? To a certain extent, we can reduce the number of early retirement, all right? Because you tend to enjoy what you're doing, and that will give you a lot of satisfaction and to move forward. All right? Like what I said, the school also become a hero by getting awards, recognition from the state department, from the from national as a national award or for state award or whatever, right? So you volunteer and you get recognition for that. And when the school get recognition, of course, your name is up there. All right, so that's how a teacher can, from zero, become a hero. All right, of course, when a teacher is a hero, your student will be a hero. They see how you work. They will follow your footsteps. And when you are a hero, you are giving a positive energy to the whole school. The other teachers will be looking at you. Wow, we can make this happen. And you can be a benchmark for the whole school. Other classrooms will be looking at your classroom, and they will have a transformation in the classroom. So it is about win-win situation, and every one of us, of you, all right? From zero, definitely become a hero. Right, with that, in brief, it's highly significant to set up an English language classroom to create the best English language teaching and learning environment to students, teachers, and the school organizations as a whole that directly helps to realize the Ministry of Education's aspiration in the shift for the development of English language nationwide. Of course, the students' urge to learn English language will be high. With that, I thank you.
Thank you for the excellent sharing. I would like to open the floor for Q&A. Any questions for the presenter?
Any question from the floor or comments?
Okay, if none, I think I would like to invite Dr. Dorothy to present the certificate to the presenter.
Thank you. I can imagine your English language center must be very beautiful. Okay. Thank you very much.
Here. 1, 2, 3.